The Louisville Cardinals Athletic Hall of Fame is a collection of the greatest athletes, coaches, and administrators who have ever represented the red and black. An elite group of individuals who possess the highest integrity and character and have demonstrated desire and passion while achieving at the highest level in athletic competition. They are leaders. They have established national and world records. They are All-Americans. They are national champions. They set foot on our hallowed campus, placing Louisville first, and they have been bestowed upon the highest honor as Cardinals forever.
Thank you for everybody being here tonight. I know it's obviously a great night for the University of Louisville, great night for all the inductees, and what's cool is to see, you know, from a fan going to the AD side, to see all the former players and teammates here to support coaches tonight and be here and with your families, etc. I know get to see Angel's mom and dad here as well. Again, I don't get to see them as often, but it's nice to have everybody here to celebrate these inductees. So thank you so much for being here. As some of you may know, we host this every other year. It's not every year, which is making things more difficult. So the Hall of Fame committee takes great pride in time in selecting from a long list of talented and special athletes that don the Cards uniform. Some we're going to meet in just a few minutes. These selections do get harder as the years go on, so we might be forced to do this on an annual basis, because I would tell you we're producing them on a regular basis, but this class is certainly exciting. Tonight's group represents a broad range of talents. From golf to softball to football and basketball to track and cross country, it's a broad array of talents we're going to get to hear about tonight, and I'll try not to take Sean's luster on this. He threatens me. These special men and women earned tonight's recognition and now will be recognized as an all-time great, as a Hall of Famer. I happen to grow up as the son of one of our all-time greats and a U of L Hall of Famer. And while Dad was honored in many ways during and after his career, the one that he held in the highest regard was being a member of the University of Louisville Hall of Fame. These 6 inductees will now be further weaved into the legacy of our great sports tradition at the University of Louisville. While I never got the chance to be passed by Wesley out on a course, taken to the hole by Francisco or Angel, which I know they love to do, thrown out stealing by Lacey, or beaten up in the links by Cindy, which we talked about now playing, or thankfully never pancake blocked by Eric. I have great admiration for their careers at U of L and thereafter. Winning a Boston Marathon or being a first-round pick doesn't happen without your time being here at the Ville. You've provided a pathway for future success for many more like you to come, and believe me, there's been more coming behind you, and there's more here today. It's really exciting what's happening in our sports today. Some of these Olympic sports where they are this fall is just amazing. But evidence of the success following your career at U of L are a Heisman winner, a Golden Spikes Award winner, Golden Goalie Award in field hockey, and a couple Olympic gold medal winners, just to name a few. So you know where your future classmates are coming from. And I'm very proud of what this university represents and what our athletic department represents within the university. So tonight, that pride couldn't be more on display by honoring you. Congrats to our inductees, and thank you for fostering the pride in me and the legacy of our diehard fans. Go Cards.
A catcher from Louisville, our next inductee was the Cardinals' first softball All-American. While at Louisville, she helped the Cardinals to 3 NCAA regional appearances, including the first in program history, and led the Cards to the regional finals for the first time in school history in 2006. As a senior, she was selected a 3rd-team All-American and led the team with a .382 batting average, 9 home runs, and 51 RBI. She owns the school's career record for Grand Slams with 4, and still ranks among Louisville's top 10 in several career offensive lists, including batting average, hits, slugging percentage, doubles, home runs, and RBI. She helped the Cardinals earn 2005 Conference USA regular season and 2006 Big East regular season championships. Ladies and gentlemen, Lacey Wood.
Thank you. The running joke is that I was never a leadoff, and here I am as the leadoff. If you guys don't know, I, by trade, am a softball coach now. And when we run camps and we have girls kind of stand out and we're introducing ourselves, we do fun facts, okay? Kind of break the ice, so here I am to break the ice. Fun fact about me, my third great uncle is Jim Beam, so therefore I have a glass and enjoy the rest of the night, you guys who are drinking bourbon. If you know me, this is not where I want to be. I'm going to shine the light back on other people. So forgive me if I'm actually going to read from my notes. And I'm going to put my drink down.
I'll hold it.
Oh,
do you trust me?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Drink up. I love it. So I have had a lot of humbling experiences in my life, and this one really does take the cake. It was one thing to get a phone call saying that I was inducted that really left me speechless. And then I saw the press release, and I saw the other people that were also being inducted, and I nearly dropped to my knees and was just impressed by the people that are in this class. You guys truly have and do still inspire me every day. So congratulations to all of you guys. I'll be honest, I really struggled with what to say tonight. I could stand here and list 1,000 people, name by name, just saying thank you, thank you, thank you. Because like I said earlier, I want to shine the light on everybody that I'm standing on the shoulders of tonight. But as I walked out of practice yesterday with Harvard softball, I asked my boss, Jenny Allard, and not many of you know who Jenny Allard is, but to her credit, as always, she put the nail on the head. Every single day at Harvard, I have the opportunity to use the lessons that I learned here at Louisville in the weight room, in the classroom, to directly affect the young women that I get to coach every single day. Just the other day at practice, I was really frustrated with my girls. And I was frustrated because they had no idea what they were capable of. And I'm sitting there telling them, you guys are so great and you have no idea. But yet there was a lot of people in my life that did the exact same thing for me. And that's what I think coaching is all about. And I get to stand here with the unique opportunity to still be in this profession and actually coach, and to thank some of the people along the way that helped me get to where I am. Coach Greathouse, Coach Cowan, my high school basketball coaches, you were literally the hardest coaches I ever played for. But I loved every single minute of it. Coach Greathouse, I swear you have one of the quietest voices, but yet in a room of 1,000 people, I can still hear your voice. It's unbelievable. Coach Cannon, my high school softball coach, you were the first person to ever put me behind the plate, and you were also the first person to ever tell me I could actually play college softball. Bruggs, I want to thank you for showing me and teaching me how to lead and to really love and invest in those around you. Your love for the game is infectious and truly why I am in the profession of coaching. Every day was a good day with you on the field. Coach P, where do I begin? I have to thank you for giving me the opportunity to play at the University of Louisville. You believed in my ability to play at a high level, and your pursuit of me into the very last minute is something that I will never take for granted. My life would be so very different without you in it. You taught me to shoot things straight and respect those who did the same in return. This night is equally yours. It could not be said better than you are only as good as the people that you surround yourself with. And even though I didn't pick you directly, my teammates here at Louisville, you truly made me a better teammate, a human, and I owe so much to each and every one of you. A few of my teammates are here tonight, but I have to call out my classmates, Michelle Vasquez and Amy Summers. Coach P, Hold on. Coach P, I'm not quite sure you really had your head screwed on straight when you decided to put the two of them as roommates our freshman year. But guys, we survived, and even though barely. Michelle, you were quite possibly one of the most driven and loyal athletes I've ever played with. Amy, we have fought over Pop-Tarts. We've cried over Tina workouts. We've ran marathons together. But most importantly, we've laughed and we've always loved each other. You were one of the best people I know with one of the greatest hearts. And I told you from day one, we were gonna be lifelong friends, and without you, I wouldn't be standing here today. To my family, Tammy, Michelle, my sisters, if you were to look at us, you would see three very different people. But the power of three is real, and I couldn't ask for two better sisters. You taught me to dance, to be my own person, and to fight for those that we love. Mom and Dad, there really isn't enough time tonight to express the thankfulness for all that you've done. I struggle to think of a game that you weren't in the stands, whether at home, on the road. I know I didn't say it enough in college, but I will use this stage to thank you for everything that you've done for me. There's one person that I want to acknowledge tonight before I wrap this up, because I know we've got a few more people to get to, and I'm sure there's some after parties. Let me know. I'll be there. So I want to thank I want to thank a man that can't be here tonight, Coach Fernoli. Coach Fernoli passed away last month, and it nearly broke my heart. I wanted so badly for him to be here tonight. I had the distinct pleasure not only to play for him, but he actually became my assistant coach when I first started coaching. I was lucky enough to call him and tell him that I was being inducted. And quickly, the conversation turned to the team that he was coaching and the horse that was running the following weekend. And I'm not surprised, because Fernoli lived life to the fullest, all gas, no brakes. And Fernoli, I miss you and I love you. And Elaine, I'm so glad you're here. Finally, thank you to this university for giving the opportunity, the rare opportunity to represent my hometown across my chest for 4 years. I grew to be the woman I am today because of this place. Strip all the way the wins, the championships, and the awards, and my heart is here to the people that have and continue to make this university great. So thank you.
With 1,413 points in 3 seasons, he ranks number 26 all-time at U of L and helped the Cardinals to a combined 78-22 record. The leading scorer on the 2005 NCAA Final Four team, Louisville won its first Conference USA championship that year when he was a John Wooden first team and NABC second team All-America selection. He was twice honored on the All-Conference USA team and was Conference USA Freshman of the Year his first season with the Cardinals. He set the U of L single-game assist record, dishing out 15 against Murray State. The 23rd overall pick in the first round of the 2005 NBA Draft, he played 10 seasons in the NBA with the Sacramento Kings and Houston Rockets, scoring over 4,000 career points. Ladies and gentlemen, Francisco Garcia.
Oh man. First off, I just want to say thank God. I want to thank God. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him today. My beautiful wife, Becky, I love you. I love you, Mama. Thank you for being here for me today. As a kid growing up in the Dominican Republic, I used to dream about going to college, playing in the NBA. My mom, she worked so hard to get me a visa, to get me a better education. At the age of 15, we moved to New York. When I met my guy, Gerald Brown. Gerald, you told me, bro, that hard work and dedication, you can get anything in life. Facts. Facts. I committed to Louisville without visiting the school. All I wanted to do was play for Coach Pitino. Thought he was just great. He was the best. My first week here, we had a heart-to-heart. He called me to his office and he was like, Francisco, you're too skinny, man. You're just not going to make it like that. Why, you have to do something about it. I said, say no more. Yeah, I mean, don't worry about it. I slept in the gym for the next month. Waking up at 3, 4, 5 in the morning, sometimes with my roommate Taekwondo. Yes, Taekwondo couldn't be here today. He is still playing, still getting that bread. And yeah, we used to wake up 3, 4, 5 in the morning and shoot 500 shots, eat Snicker bars every night. Until one morning, Coach P, we was just tired. Coach P woke us up and was like, hey, what are you doing? I was like, Coach P, I'm going to make it to the NBA. He was like, that's my son. I remember that day like it's right now. Ellis, man. Wow. Ellis. You made it easy for me, man, out here. You, Reese, Luke, Brian, my freshman year, it was just an easy transition. We win every game, actually. I mean, we were just balling. Practice was just easy, yeah. Even though if I didn't speak English, well, I can speak English now, as you can see, but, man, y'all had my back, and I really appreciate you, man. Coach P is not here today, but I owe him a lot. He prepared me for the businessman that I am today, and I thank him for that, for the life after basketball. As a basketball player, thank you. As a basketball player, he pushed me to the limit, and he told me, after your career is done, you're going to be a great businessman, and I thank him for that. All the wisdom that it worked, Coach P, it worked. And Gerald, man, lastly, I just want to say, without you, none of this wouldn't be real, man. You did it. Man, all the nights in the gym, man, we used to just shoot. You was like, just keep shooting. And I used to talk to you in Spanish because I didn't know what to say. But man, everything pays off, man. Hard work pays off. So for my teammates, man, I want you to be here because I wanted to tell you that thank you for having my back every practice, every game, on campus, at the dorm, at the locker room. Without y'all, man, I wouldn't be standing here. Y'all made it easy for me. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much. Okay?
A 4-time All-Big East selection in women's golf, this inductee holds several U of L records, including lowest round, shooting a sizzling 65, lowest 54-hole score, most rounds under par in a season, career top 5 and top 10 finishes, as well as rounds played. As a sophomore, she won the Big East Individual Championship, setting a championship record for low score. As a second-team All-American in her final season in 2009, she finished tied for 11th at the NCAA Championship, the highest finish by a Cardinal in program history. She was also named 2009 Big East Player of the Year. Following graduation, she won 3 tournaments on the Futures Tour and was 2010 Tour Player of the Year, before earning her LPGA card on her first attempt. She has played 10 seasons on the LPGA Tour, earning top 15 finishes in 5 different majors. Ladies and gentlemen, Cindy LaCrosse.
Wow, thank you very much. This, like Lacey said, this feels unreal, and especially to see the other inductees. I was very shocked to be in their class and with those people. So thank you so much, and congratulations to everybody else. I want to thank God also, because without any of this, nothing's possible without him, and the way I got to Louisville was a fate thing, and it was all him. I'd really like to start all the list I have, to thank my dad for pushing me just enough that I didn't quit, but enough to get me where I was going, and then he became my biggest fan for the last 15 years. My mom, my sister, and my nephew for really not caring how I played, but just caring about me, so that was awesome. And once I got to Louisville, I actually, growing up, I wanted to be a basketball player, and I realized I was a little bit too short and a lot too slow, so that wasn't going to work out. I wish I could have been playing with Angel, but it all worked out pretty good. But I have to thank my coach and my teammates, who a few are here tonight, because once I got to Louisville, I fell in love with golf. And being here and at the ULGC now, and having these practice facilities and everything that the university gave us to succeed was just amazing. My coach took a chance on me. She had never seen me play before I got here, and I hope I pleasantly surprised her. But and my teammates, we pushed each other to practice, to play better, to work harder, and yeah, I wouldn't be up here without you all. And I just had so much fun traveling to tournaments, and it really, it just helped me to play professionally. I wouldn't have been able to do this the last 10 years without you all, so I thank you so much. Yeah, some of my best memories are from college. After playing for 10 years, I really do think back on our tournaments and our trips, and these are some of my favorite times. And I just want to thank the athletic department for everything you've done for the smallest team at Louisville. You made us feel really important, and we really appreciate that. And thank you so much for this honor. This is unbelievable, so thank you.
A distance runner from Kenya, our inductee holds Louisville Cardinals school records in the outdoor 1,500, 3,000, and 5,000 meter, as well as the indoor 5,000 meter. He earned multiple All-American honors, finishing 3rd in the 5,000 meter at the 2007 NCAA Outdoor Track and Field Championship, and 12th later that fall at the NCAA Cross Country Championships. Following his collegiate career, he won the open division of the 2008 Chicago Marathon with no previous marathon experience, posting the 4th fastest time overall. He won his next marathon, the 2009 Los Angeles Marathon, in a time of 2:08:24, which at the time was the fastest marathon ever run in the state of California. He repeated as champion in Los Angeles in 2010 and won the prestigious Boston Marathon in 2012. Elected a member of Kenya's parliament in 2013, he is working with dairy farmers of Cheranani to improve and strengthen their yield. Ladies and gentlemen, Wesley Career.
Thank you. Thank you so much. When I was told that I was coming here today to be inducted as a Hall of Fame, especially with the class that are here, I was very surprised. I was surprised that I would be honored next to Casio, whom I don't know if Casio knows me, but I was your biggest fan when I was running track here. I used to come and just want to watch you play. And it's an honor that I'm standing here with you. Angel, you've been my friend I met Angel a lot. We were in Olympics together in 2016. We were having, it was so fun to be in Olympics running for Kenya and Angel playing for US. And we were in the Nike hospitality section, enjoying ourselves, and we were just cardinal forever. And, you know, and we were taking pictures, and me and Angel were doing this, and everybody was like, "What is that?" And we're like, "This is it. It's the coolest thing in the world." So when I was told to come here and give a few remarks, if you know Wesley Correa, I'm a politician. And I'm also a preacher. So if you take a politician and a preacher and you tell him to say a few words, you're just torturing him, because we are not trained to speak a few words. We are trained to speak until people say amen and go to Jesus. We are trained to speak until people vote for you. So I just didn't want to I wanted to make sure that I don't take your whole day and whole night, unless you guys brought your blankets and your everything to sleep here tonight. So I did something that I've never done in my life, and that's write things down. And I know my wife will be very proud of me, but I don't know how long I'm going to keep on this. That's the problem is. I can write it, but I don't know. I'll try my level best to make sure that I follow what I've written down. But to stand here today, I will not have, as everybody has said here, will not have done it without the team and the people that have come before us. Close to 14 years ago, I left Kenya. A tiny little boy, skinny as ever, born in a very poor family, with nothing but just a dream and an ambition to earn a degree and run as fast as I can. I never thought for once that I would stand before people being honored as one of the best in a university. I came to a small school here in Kentucky called Murray State. When I landed in Murray State, I landed with only one thing in my hands, my passport and my academic documents. I lost my bag after taking a trip that would have taken me only 2 days. It took me 5 days because of one thing. I grew up in a village. I had never seen an escalator. I got lost in an escalator in Paris. I had never seen a walking stairs. So I just kept going up and down, until I missed my flight. So I want to thank my coach, my first ever coach in America, Coach Elliott. He couldn't make it here today. Coach Elliott committed himself for 5 days. I didn't have a phone then. Then there was no phones. There was phones, but Wesley could not afford one. He came to the airport every day in Nashville. From Nashville to Murray State is about 1 hour. He came every day from morning to evening, waiting for this skinny guy to come through luggage claim, and he never saw him. And he never gave up. He came every day, until the 5th day, I showed up. And he was about to cry, saying, "Hallelujah, you have made it." After a month, the program at Murray State was dropped. No more running. And I had to look for a new pasture, a new school. I was recruited to a lot of schools. I was flown to a lot of schools. They showed me the best site of their schools. And I had 5 visits. I had left with 1. The coach at Murray State, Norbert Elliott, told me, "Wesley, this one, keep it. Don't go yet." I was supposed to go to a school in New Orleans, but he told me, wait. And Coach Mann got a job at University of Louisville. There was no program, track program was here, but it wasn't good. Ron Man was hired here. The coach, Maurice Tell, told me, you remember that visit I told you to keep it? Now you can use it. I was like, where? To a school called Louisville. I had never heard of it because I never competed with anybody from Louisville. There was never a Kenyan here. And he told me, go visit. Coach Man didn't have an office. I met him. He had just arrived in Louisville. He had a chair and a table in the middle of a hallway. He told me, Wesley, this is it. This is me and you. We are going to build a program at University of Louisville. I asked Coach Man, where do I sign? He looked at me, he was like, you're crazy. I was like, yes, Coach, I'm running for you. And that was the beginning of a long journey that has led me to stand here before you today. And it happened because I believed in him, he believed in me. We cried a lot together. We fought a lot together. I think I'm the craziest guy he has ever coached. Coach Man brought us to Louisville as a team to win championship. He recruited a strong team of men and a strong team of women to run for UVL. Coach, we didn't win championship, but we won a lot of wives. Because right now, most of my teammates who are here today, Coach, I know they're glad you recruited the women because most of the women that you recruited are our wives right now and we are living happy. And I'm not kidding. 90% of the team got married. The throwers married the distance runners. The jumpers runners married the sprinters. And we stay in touch every time we come to Louisville. So thank you, Coach, for giving us the wives we have right now. My favorite verse in the Bible is 1 Corinthians 12 to 26. And I'll just read a few parts of that. It says, if one part of the body suffers, every part suffers with it. If one part is honored, every part rejoices with it. At University of Louisville, I became a part of a body that we worked as a team. We suffered together through the training and the pain and the torture of Coach Man. But we also rejoiced together as a team when we did well, either as a team or as an individual. My induction today here is not because of what Wesley Korir did, but what we did as a team. You guys lifted me up. You guys made the team and made my life in Louisville enjoyable. I'll never forget the many times we were traveling in the bus and we kept singing and singing and singing. Even when we had a bad day, we kept singing in the bus. I want to be a baller, short collar, 20-inch plate. Seems like yesterday. And Scott is here. He was the ringleader of that. I want to thank my parents, my mom and dad, who are not able to be here today. My dad, my mom. I know that you had so many other options. Mom, I was conceived when you were poor. You didn't have anything, you didn't have food, you didn't have a place to live. I know my mom will have had other options to terminate me and live a happy life without a child in a poverty life, where you don't have a home, you don't have a food, or you don't have a place to stay. But my mother decided that she wasn't going to terminate me, but she was going to have a son. And I'm glad for that choice. Because of that choice, I'm standing here today. My mom gave me my name, my middle name. In Kenya, every name means something. My middle name means Kipchumba, which means white people. I don't know why she gave me that, but I'm married to a white girl. Every time she asked me that, I was like, Mommy, sorry, you gave me the name. Thanks to University of Louisville, you gave me the wings to fly. You gave me the wings to achieve and become who I am today. You gave me an opportunity to be able to earn a degree and to be able to build myself to be who I am today. Thanks to the Louisville community. Because of you, Louisville became home away from home. Because of you, I've become who I am. Thanks to my American mom, Linda Style. Linda, she's here with me today. She has taught me everything. She taught me the American culture. She taught me to say no, because I'm a yes man. Thanks to FCA, Chris Morgan and your team. You showed me and helped me to be a man of God and to do everything knowing that I'm not doing it for man, but I'm doing it for God. Thanks to my wife, Tara. You have sacrificed a lot. You sacrificed your life in Canada, and you decided to move back with me to Kenya to run into politics, something that you have never done before. But you left the comfort, and you stood by me at every step that I've taken. Thanks to God. Thanks to everybody. Thanks to America for making me have a dream and achieve it and become who I am. Thank you so much, and God bless you all.
A four-year starter at center on the Cardinals' offensive line, he posted 49 consecutive starts to end his career. He earned freshman All-America honors in 2005 and was twice named a first-team All-Big East selection. A driving force in U of L's 2006 offensive line when the Cards ranked 4th in the nation in total offense and 12th in rushing offense, it was a season that culminated with a victory in the Orange Bowl. A first-round NFL draft selection in 2009 by the Buffalo Bills, he started 120 career games and played his entire 9-year NFL career there until a neck injury forced him to withdraw from professional football in 2018. He made the Pro Bowl in 2016 and was the Bills nominee for the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award in 2015 and 2016. He currently serves as an analyst for the ACC Network and the Buffalo Bills Radio Network. Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Wood.
Great job, Wesley. That's a tough one to follow. And man, and I appreciate you guys putting the wings up here today to make me feel at home, but those don't look like buffalo wings. I echo the sentiments of all the others, and you can ask Vince for confirmation. When I got the call, I said, wow, I can't believe I'm going in with this group. Cindy, any advice you or your dad could give me to help out with my 4-year-old daughter? I dream of golf scrambles and her teeing off from the women's tees and us winning tournaments together, so maybe we can have a conversation after this. And Angel, I remember you whooping guys on the football team who thought they were good at basketball, and I'm just so glad I never had the confidence to get out there with you and get embarrassed too. When I arrived on Louisville's campus for fall camp in 2004, I can't honestly say I would have ever believed this would exist. To be inducted in the Hall of Fame at a university with the athletic success that Louisville has had was not even on my radar. After only receiving one scholarship, my goal was to simply make sure they got a good return on their investment. I worked my tail off through the years of playing here, but God also blessed me with incredible opportunities along the way that I'm extremely grateful for. It's wild to me to think about the guys I came into U of L with, and I'm the one standing here. Vince reminded me that's because of my basketball tickets and other donations, but it still amazes me considering the guys that I came in with. I'll never forget Jeff Brown being the only coach that was recruiting me
and the feeling of getting offered a scholarship after a basketball game at Holy Cross High School up in northern Kentucky. Coach Summers, Coach Petrino, and Jeff Brown were in attendance at the game, and I wanted to commit on the spot because I didn't want them to give the scholarship away, but I had never been to Louisville before. We came down 3 days later on an official visit, and my life would forever be changed. Coach Summers, who's here tonight, was my offensive line coach my first 3 years, and he made a huge impact on my life on and off the field. I had only played 1 year of offensive line before coming to the University of Louisville, and I had never played center before, so he molded me from the ground up. You also invited us into your home for meals. You pushed us beyond our limits and treated us like we were your kids. I thank you very much for coming tonight, and thanks for Kathy coming as well. This university has treated me incredibly since the day I got here. Tom Jurich and his staff, and now Vince and his staff, have always made me feel welcomed and treated me and my family with first class the whole way. I truly appreciate that. When I got in the NFL, I wanted to train with the college guys during my first off season. Instead, that turned into rehabbing a broken leg with the trainers at U of L football, and they got me back on the field for the following season. I rehabbed my ACL here in 2011 and 2012, and after breaking my leg in 2016, when I got back to town, the football team was at the bowl game, and Fred Hina and his staff welcomed me into the basketball training facility. Always welcomed. I appreciate that. As I stand here, I'm completely blown away and humbled by the amount of people that came out tonight. From family to high school buddies, college buddies, neighbors that are now like family, my agent whose son was the ring bearer of my wedding, friends I've had since college, teammates, coaches, and more. I'm truly humbled. I'm not surprised, though, because your support has never wavered throughout my career. Becoming a first-round draft pick in 2009 was a dream come true, and breaking the longest playoff drought in the NFL in 2017 was absolutely incredible. I'll never win a Super Bowl as a player, but we celebrated that night like we did. The Pro Bowl in 2015 was one for the ages, and many of you here tonight were there to celebrate that as well. When your support was most valuable in my life, though, was when my career was unexpectedly cut short because of a neck injury right after the playoff berth. The wind was taken out of my sails, and I didn't have much direction in my life, but you all stepped up for me then and have supported me since. I want to specifically thank my parents for their endless sacrifice to make sure I made every practice and every game I ever had. They made sure I had new equipment for each sport, which was not a small task, with 2 younger children at home, one being disabled. You always built me up and never put too much pressure on me to succeed, and by not forcing me into certain sports and not belittling me when I didn't succeed, you kept my love for sports high. I was writing this on the airplane home from Buffalo on Tuesday and tearing up on the plane, so I knew I had no shot. Leslie, your self-sacrifice throughout my career was unbelievable. You moved to Buffalo and let me chase my dreams. We had kids, I had injuries, which you became a nurse. We had wins, lots of losses. And no matter what, you're always my rock. I wish I could have played long enough for our kids to watch me play more, but I'll probably play with them longer because of it. This is as much about you as it is me. I wish I had time to thank the endless amount of coaches, teammates, trainers, and all that got me here to this day and impacted my life. One man in particular I do want to thank is Chris Morgan. He introduced me to FCA. He challenged me daily to grow in my faith while never judging, while I acted like a college kid and still do sometimes. Now you're one of my best friends and helped me grow into the Christian man I'm proud to be. Thank you, brother. I thank God for bringing me to the city and the people that He has surrounded me with in my life. I feel like the luckiest man in the world with all He's blessed me with. I'm reminded of a verse in the Bible that reflects how I feel coming to Louisville with no expectations. Now to Him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to His power that is at work within us. Ephesians 3:20. He has done more with me than I could have ever imagined, and I aim to impact as many people as I can with the platform He's given me. The Bible also said, to whom much is given, much is required. And with all that I've been blessed with, it's on me to give back and spread joy constantly, like I always tell our little girl. Thank you again to the University of Louisville for this incredible honor. Thank you to everyone who came out tonight and to celebrate this. God bless, and go Cards.
A three-time WBCA All-American, her 4 years at Louisville put her as the program's all-time leader in points, rebounds, and steals. Her 2,779 career points ranks in the top 30 all-time in NCAA Division I history. Leading Louisville to its first national championship game in 2009, she averaged 20 points, 9.1 rebounds, and 3.5 steals in her decorated career. She was named the 2007 Big East Player of the Year and 2009 Big East Defensive Player of the Year. The #1 overall pick in the 2009 WNBA draft by the Atlanta Dream, she then earned the league's Rookie of the Year award. A 5-time All-WNBA selection, she has been named to the WNBA All-Defensive Team 6 times. Internationally, she has helped the U.S. capture 5 gold medals, including Olympic gold in London in 2012 and Rio in 2016. Ladies and gentlemen, Angel McCautry.
Thank you. Man, now I wish I would have paid attention in public speaking class. I usually don't like to write speeches because I'll start reading and losing my place, and I'll start stuttering like Coach Walls. So I'm going to try to speak from my heart. First, I want to thank God for all His blessings and everything He's done. I want to thank you to all the inductees. I've watched all of you guys, and you guys are awesome. Lacey, I still have nightmares from Tina, our trainer. Did you have Tina? Yeah, so you already know. That was a nightmare. Thank you to my family, my mom and dad. Thank you for raising me with great values and being a Christian woman. Thank you for all you've done, Dad, taking me to the gym late at night, all night, saying I have to get better. Thank you to everybody who came on my behalf. Thank you. The women's basketball team, can you guys give them a round of applause? They're here. Coach Norman, AJ, Coach Walls. Coach Walls, thank you for helping me to become a woman. You know, when I first came to the university, well, actually, I first signed with St. John's University out of high school, and I didn't pass my SAT score, and I was devastated. And so I had to go to a prep school for 1 year. And during that 1 year, I really focused, and I lifted up my grades, and I signed with Louisville. And on my visit, they took me to see the men's basketball team, and the first person I saw was Francisco, and I was just in awe, and I was like, this is where I want to be. I just knew in my heart that I was supposed to be here, but of course, I got a lot of negative backlash from people. Why are you going to Louisville? Where is that on the map? I'm like, it's in Kentucky, okay? But a lot of people don't know, us as women, we have to face a lot more challenges than our male counterparts. We get so much negativity, you know, and so many people telling us we can't when we can. And, you know, so after signing here with Louisville, I remember going to watch the men play for the first time, and I mean, it was awesome. The fans, the band, I'm like, I can't wait to play tomorrow. We had a game the next day. So, of course, at our game, there was crickets. And I was like, where is everybody? I remember asking one of the players, Jazz Covington, I'm like, where is everybody? She's like, this is it. And I'm like, no way. And I remember a voice in my head saying, this is going to change. this is going to change. And I spoke back to that voice and I said, it better. But the rest is history. You've seen what we've done. I got Coach Walls in my junior year here, and it was a struggle in the beginning, We were so-so, and I'm like, Coach, come on, I need you to help me out, I need you to bring some All-Americans in here. We got to do this thing. He said, Angel, if you buy into the system, I'll get you there. I'm going to get you there. Just believe in what we're doing. And those group of girls, Candace Bingham and all of them, they really believed in what Coach Walls was doing. I've never seen a coach in 2 years take a team to a national championship. It's never been done. Can we just give Coach Walls just for everything he's done? The rest is history. We hold the record for most attendance in a game. We average over 10,000 fans. The girls are highly ranked every year. So that little voice now is speaking in my head. I'm going to speak it into existence. You girls are going to win the national championship. You girls are going to win it. And thank you to all of you for believing in us women, because us women, we know the challenges we have to face, right? Thank you for believing in us. Thank you for everything you've done in this city. To the university, Mr. Marvin, he was my academic advisor. I was the type of student, I would study all week to get a D. So by the time I graduated, I could study all week to get a C+. So, thank you for believing in me. And this is where I've become a woman. And just thank you to the city and everybody. It's an honor and it's a pleasure to receive this award. Thank you.
Concludes our show. Thank you so much. Have a great night.